know it's been a while. I haven't really been putting up like normal videos like this, but look, I was up and I just heard the major announcement that we got the new Switch OLED. Like, this is a new model, as you're seeing in this top left corner over here. It's a brand new model. It's 7 inches, OLED screen. It's got 64 gigs of internal storage, Ethernet built into the dock, and I'm assuming it's got the better battery performance of the Switch 2.0 version. So this is the most recent one that came out. I got the Super Mario Edition. So this is the biggest news and for Nintendo Switch, and we're gonna go ahead and hop in. I'm gonna show you guys the trailer, and then we're gonna go from there. But before we do that, if you haven't already, make sure you sub to the channel, ding the notification bell, the way you stay up to date on all the latest greatest content that comes from this channel. If you want to get a Aloha built shirt, we have links down below as well. So let's hop over here and see what this trailer is all about. Before I do, I need to make sure my audio is good. I don't want it being too loud, but yeah, let's hop on over there. Okay. OLED. I love that it's white too. They lessen the bezels. Okay.
Running through town and chasing lights, we make our own fun throughout the night. We're gonna feel this good forever. Such heights we reach together. Running out of light, stepping in time, tread our own path, we won't fall down.
Okay, better adjustable stand. Okay. Better audio.
We can go higher than we ever been before. Reach for the sky and have it all.
Checkmate.
Running through town and chasing lights.
We're at Landport. Okay.
Throughout the night. We're gonna feel this good forever. Such heights we reach together. Running out of light, stepping in time, tread our own path, the future's now.
All right, let's back that up for a second. Hold up. Let's see. Going back, go back. Okay, so we got 3 different Switch models right now. We've got the standard Nintendo Switch on the left, which has replaced this model here that I have, it hasn't replaced it. So the one on the far left, that's the, it replaced the 2017 original version. So this is the 2.0 with the best battery life, and overall it's the revised Switch. So you're gonna have that Switch, the OLED one, and the Switch Lite. So it seems like with the OLED one, it's got smaller bezels. Is one of the things that people complained about with the standard Switch was that the bezels were so large. So now you got a 7-inch OLED screen, which I'm assuming is a Samsung OLED screen, and it lessens the bezels. You got an improved dock, right? So you got LAN ports. So it seems like what it's doing is it's removing the port that was in that old dock, which was just another, I think it was a USB 3.0 input. So you had the Type C for power, your HDMI, and then you had the USB 3.0 input. So it seems like what it's done, because technically what you would have done with that 3.0 USB input was use an Ethernet adapter. So what they've done is effectively gotten rid of that. They nixed it because, I mean, that was the only reason you're going to use it. Plus, you had to buy that expensive, third party. I say expensive because it went up in price, but the Hori USB to RJ45 or Ethernet input. So now it's got Ethernet built into, which it should have had from day one. It's got your HDMI, your Type C. Okay, cool. So as far as the Switch itself, it's got a new kickstand, which I like that it's got an extended kickstand versus the little flimsy one that we get on, versus that little thing, which can easily be knocked over. So you got an improved kickstand that gives you 3 different levels of articulation versus this only having one. And then be careful you don't accidentally knock out your SD card, micro SD card. So it's got 2 additional points of articulation for better viewing angles. From what I heard, and we're gonna switch over from this screen. We're gonna go over to here. And what I want to do here is I want to look at, okay, so it says Nintendo Switch OLED model. So it's going to be available October 8th, 2021. So this is 2 days after my birthday. And also the same day that Metroid is going to be dropping. So it's going to cost more than the standard Switch. It's going to cost $50 more than what you would normally pay for a Switch. So, $350 as opposed to $300. We're looking at it. This is the official Nintendo website, just so you guys can see. To meet the newest member of the Nintendo Switch family, vibrant 7-inch OLED screen, wide adjustable stand, a dock with wired LAN port, 64 gigs of internal storage. Oh yeah, enhanced audio. That's one of the other things that I left out I should have talked about. But it's got enhanced audio, which I would like to hear, because honestly, Switch Lite, mini, kind of tinny sounding speakers. The standard Switch or the revised unit or red box version has way better front firing speakers, which sound great. So this is supposed to be even better. I want to know what this is going to sound like. 7-inch OLED screen, feature eyes on vivid colors and crisp contrast when you play on the go. See the difference the vibrant screen makes, whether you're racing at top speed or scoring off against enemies. So with them giving us a OLED screen, this makes me think that the games are now by default portably are probably going to be able to do 1080p at 30, maybe 1080p 60. Because why would you have an OLED screen if you're only going to do 1080p or if you're only going to do 720p the way that it does portably with the red box Switch or the default Switch and the Switch Lite. I do think this is going to be 1080p. There's no information yet, but I think it's going to be 1080p. Fingers crossed it's going to be 60, because if it's driving an OLED screen, then I'm assuming it's going to have more power behind it to push out improved graphics. Other thing I'm thinking is, if you're having an OLED screen, what is that going to do with the battery life and battery performance? Are we looking at, battery life lower than the revised Switch, somewhere in between OG Switch and Switch Lite? Or are we looking at them beefing up the internal battery? Now, it still has the USB-C port on the bottom, so they didn't change that. Wide adjustable stand for better viewing angles and tabletop mode. I like that. I'm so glad that they finally included something like that. And it's just got so many different angles that you can use it at. So you have 4 points of articulation for better angles. So that's great. That's really good. Built-in wired LAN port. Thank freaking God. Thank fucking God, Nintendo. You finally did it. You finally did it. Build it into your console. And finally. Hopefully this allows for faster data throughput because you were capped at lower download speeds compared to modern consoles. I think my download speeds are usually anywhere from like 20 to 30 megs down, and I have a 1 gig internet plan. So hopefully I can get more than that off of this. I'm hoping that they've bumped up or they've removed whatever the restriction is for your data downput. So we'll see. 64 gigs of internal storage. Thank you. Even though most games take up about 20 to 30 gigs, at the very least, with it doing that, giving you increased ability to utilize more storage, what you're able to do. Okay, so Wario 64 came through with more information, but with 64 gigs of internal storage, that relieves a lot of the constraints on the system. I would have personally liked them to do a 128 gig model, or do a revision where you can like slot in on the back like PCIe NVM SSD. That would have been dope. So I can put like have a terabyte on the go. I understand they didn't want to do that, but still, micro SD cards. I've got a 1 terabyte card in mine, and I basically filled it up. But having 64 gigs internal storage, that I'm wondering if there's a reason why they upped the storage, other than criticism. We'll see. Enhanced audio. Enjoy enhanced audio from the system's onboard speaker. So it looks like it's got. I'm not sure if this graph is supposed to mean that it gets louder or it's like 4 speakers on each side. We'll see. I'm very curious about this. The 3 modes in one, as y'all know, TV, tabletop, handheld. I really want to know what this battery life is going to be like. I'm hoping that the battery life is good. Joy-Con, yeah, we know about Joy-Con. No, nothing new about this. Sign up, Switch Online, So let's check it out here. Okay. I like this white color. Honestly, I'm vibing with this. I'm vibing with this color. I'm vibing with it. Nothing really looks different than the standard Switch, other than that screen being bigger. Honestly, I'll say this. If it's got a better screen, well, obviously it's got a better screen. If it's got a better battery than the Switch Lite, or a comparable battery to the Switch 2.0 revision, I might just rock with the Switch OLED. Interesting thing about it, it's like the box art. This is the box art for it, right? Let's check it out. So it's got 2 different models. There's the OLED Neon. You got the Neon Red and Blue, which is the one Lehua used to have. And you've got the OLED white set. I'm probably going to scoop the white set. I think Lehua might want this one. Or I might even just get 2 whites. We'll see. Let's click learn more. Let's look at them. I want to see. Oh, y'all don't want to do a close up? Okay, y'all gonna make me have to manually do it? Okay, look, let's zoom in. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. They're not talking about the specs in detail. Like, it's just OLED. I need more information. All right, technical specs for the OLED model. It's 4 inches high, 9.5 inches long, 0.55 inches deep with Joy-Cons attached. Okay. It's less than a pound. Yeah, 0.71 pounds. So it's less than a pound, even with Joy-Cons attached. Multi-screen. Okay, we know that. Oh, what? Okay, never mind. It's still 720. It's still 720. custom Tegra processor. So I'm assuming it's got it that they upped the Tegra processor in it. That's the only thing I can think of. Micro, you can do up to 2 terabyte. We don't even have a 2 terabyte micro SD card yet. Wi-Fi, it's not Wi-Fi 6 compliant yet. So 802.11x, it is not compatible yet. But it does have Bluetooth 4.1, not 5.0, 4.1. Losing some steam here. 1080p via HDMI and TV mode. 720 tabletop mode, handheld mode. That's disappointing. Why can't you do 1080 portable? You have an OLED screen. You have an OLED screen just to do 720. And granted, the Vita had an OLED model. OLEDs look good. It's disappointing to me that they're not upping that to 1080p. 5.1 channel linear VCM output, so you can do 5.1 surround sound. Speakers built in on it are stereo. So it's the same stuff. Really nothing different. Battery, okay, so 4310. Okay, so approximately 4.5 to 9 hours of battery life, roughly. Charging time 3 hours. Okay, this is the old Switch. Let's look at the battery on it. 4,310 milliamp battery. This is a 4,310. So same battery. Same battery. Okay. I'm gonna have to cop it because it's got the same battery. All right. Switch dock with LAN port. So is exactly like I said. All they did was they got rid of that one 3.0 that's on the inside. Which is funny. They don't even signify it's a 3.0. And the reason it's 3.0 is because it's blue. Anytime you see a USB input, USB-A input, and it's blue, it's a 3.0. It's typically 3.0, 3.1, or 3.2, but in this case, it's a 3.0. So all they did was remove it. That's all they did. Nothing different. All right, so looking at that, that's everything. That's everything for this Switch. I am, to be completely honest, I'm looking forward to it. I will be getting it. I will get it. I'll do a review on it. And I will let you guys know what I think of it thus far. So, moving on over to here. What y'all think? Y'all excited? Are you going to be picking up the Switch OLED model? Whatever your thoughts are, let's get the conversation going down below in the comment section. If you want to take it further, we do have Discord as well as Gilded. Links for those are down below. And other than that, sub to the channel if you haven't already. You got so much content here. I do a lot of stuff with the Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PC, anime, manga. I interview people in the tech and game industry. I do so much on this channel, so check it out. If you want to pick up any merch, swag, links for those are down below as well. Other than that, I'll be signing out. Hope y'all have a great one. Deuces wow, too sweet, be the elite. Have an aloha rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Mahalo for making it to the end of the video. I really appreciate your support by those of you who like the videos, who watch and who subscribe. And for those of you who are my Patreon supporters, thank you for your continued support because you help make this possible. If you enjoy my work and you'd like to support what we do have Patreon on patreon.com/Mekel Kasanova. We also have Coffee as well as Subscribestar. So there's various methods if you want to support the work that we do here. We also have channel membership, so make sure you check that out. That way you get up to date on all the latest and greatest content that comes here and first, and exclusive content as well. And if you enjoy the work that I do and you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So with that being said, Mekel Kasanova, Hawaii content creator. I hope to see you on the next one. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ding the notification bell. And all that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.